you guys for meeting with me today, and thank you, Katie, for joining over teleconference. So, what I wanted to talk about was the Premier Care hysterectomies, the DVT risk assessment forms, and what I do as the surgery scheduler, and just kind of get a process down. So, right now, Becca is going to be auditing what we need to make sure we have documented for the Premier Care hysterectomies. Before we get into that, when I schedule the hysterectomies, I do a lot of I make sure we have the DVT risk assessment form and mailing out the wipes that they need to use, cleansing in the morning before their surgery. But what is it that you have to look up and make sure has been done as well?
So in addition to those, then the major things that they're looking for this year is to see what their smoking status is, and then to counsel on smoking cessation. So we need to document in dashboard that they were asked the question about what their smoking status is and if we gave them options to help them quit.
Okay.
And that needs to be done within a year of the procedure, but it needs to be done in our department. So even if it was asked by their primary care provider, we still need to ask. So for each patient, no matter what, at each visit, which I'm pretty sure we are already doing, we'll just have to ask about the smoking status.
Okay.
Another thing, too, that the providers are supposed to be doing and documenting is that if anybody's BMI is over 40, then we need to be offering them nutritional counseling. So that's something that I need to figure out yet, how they're documenting that, because I know that it's being done, but we just need to make sure that it's being documented correctly so that when people audit the surgeries, then it'll be there.
Sure. So then, I know right now I've been giving you, if I'm scheduling a hysterectomy, I give you a sticker and you've kept a folder and kept an ongoing list of different charts that you need to audit. Is there anything I can do to maybe not add to that list, but write down different BMI, like if a BMI is over, what number did you say?
Over 40.
Over 40. I could write that down.
Or I guess if you have it right there, that would be fine. Otherwise, I'll be looking at it anyways.
Okay.
So, because that'll be documented once they get the height and weight, and it automatically calculates.
Because then if we had like a checklist,
so then we need to make up a
right. And we did talk about that, and I completely spaced that actually. So it's good we're having this meeting.
I haven't done that either.
Okay. So that's probably something I could do tomorrow. Is create a checklist of what needs to be audited and what I already completed and know is documented, but you could always double check, it never hurts.
Yeah.
Because what I've been doing for the wipes is I've been mailing those to the patient. It's been easier to do that than to
have them come in to do it.
Yeah, because sometimes, like with Miranda, with Dr. Twellmeyer, sometimes what she's been doing is having the patient fill out that. Thanks, Katie, for joining us. We're just discussing right now how we kind of get the DVT risk assessment form. So right now, like I was just mentioning, Miranda with Dr. Twellmeyer, sometimes when they know that there is a hysterectomy that's going to be scheduled, Miranda's been having the patient fill it out in the office before they leave. But then other times with like our new providers, I just send that information with their scheduling pre-op instructions, and then I have them mail it back to me in a already addressed envelope.
And are they good about mailing those back?
They are, yeah. And if they don't get it, I guess I found out from ambulatory surgery that they have been having them fill out in the morning if it's not something.
Then do they enter that in the dashboard?
That's a good question. So I have to look into that. Yeah. So Katie, what is your process? Have you had to enter any DVT risk assessment forms, and do you enter those into dashboard, or have you had many?
Well, I just had a few, but of course we try to catch them when they're in the office if we know they're going to be having a hysterectomy. But most of the time we don't know, so we usually just have to have them, mailed back, and then we enter it into dashboard, usually just for our own providers. So there's usually not that many.
Okay. And I think what's been working out really good for, I mean, I don't think they get sent to scanning, so I've just been keeping them in a file drawer because they're already documented. So
Yeah.
I'm a little, I was always told that we don't need to, keep that sent to CMR or the combined medical record. Okay, so now as far as when we schedule hysterectomies, a lot have been able to be scheduled in the ambulatory surgery, which actually Dr. Bakken just did one in ambulatory surgery, or he's going to be. So there's nothing different with the blocks or anything, even though it's Premier Care. And we were kind of talking about how Becca, we're creating a checklist so that she can audit, because that's been added to her her responsibilities. So, I guess I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Maybe we could come up with a process that goes smoothly. I don't know. It's been working good just mailing the patients a DVT form, but if your provider knows that they're going to do a hysterectomy, then might as well have the patient do it there or when they come in for their pre-op appointment.
Especially for those new
Right,
providers.
we'll just try our best to catch them.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. So we have about 2.5 minutes left of our meeting. Is there anything that you guys had to add or anything that you can think of?
No, I'm just fixing that. Well, there's one thing that we need that's not really
Not related?
on this, but we need to figure out what we're doing for Misty's birthday.
Yes. So do you know, Katie, if Dr. Bakken was planning on lunch or anything for Wednesday? We might have lost her, which that's okay.
I guess we'll have to figure that out then when we have more people to talk about it. But
yeah. Other than that, have you felt that your process has been going pretty good?
I think it's okay. Because I just started. I just met